Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be continuing my Drawing Dragons series. It's kind of an official series, but not yet. Today I'm going to be drawing a rock dragon, stone dragon. And before we get into the drawing, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you never miss another video like this in the future. And now let's get into the drawing. So, getting into the drawing, I knew what I was going to do for the most part. I knew, like I said before, I wanted to do a stone dragon, but originally it was supposed to be a volcanic dragon. So, like a dragon with like a bunch of lava spewing out of him and like hitting the ground and making like little volcanoes or something open up in the like pockets of lava. But I decided to turn him to just a stony dragon, and I actually postponed the coloring process of this because I was waiting for some new markers, but I'll get back into that later in the coloring section. But anyways, I decided to make him full stone dragon, and originally I wanted his left arm to be kind of up in the air smashing into a wall, but it looked so unnatural that I decided to move it back down so it's kind of like behind, so he's really like lurking forward, and I really wanted to give it, this whole piece, a sense of scale. So I wanted this dragon to seem really big and like just he'd be able to clobber you in one tiny flick of his claw or something. Like something ridiculous. So I decided to put rocks around him to resemble like a cliff edge. And basically, he's bigger than the rocks. So he's absolutely enormous compared to them. And I decided to go from having pockets of lava opening up with his claw smashing into the ground to jagged stones sticking up everywhere. And they're kind of all around his hand, and they're shooting up towards the front of the piece until the piece ends. And I also decided that every kind of like spiky adornment, like big jagged spikes for like his teeth and his horns and the spikes on his back and the spikes that he's shooting up out of the ground, they would all be like a dark brownish red. Now the final image looks more red than brown, but originally when I put it down and when the color was all wet, it was more of a brownish, but I do like the red hue way better to contrast with that gray that I put in later on. And yeah, pretty much I just decided I really wanted him to just look so epic and just in a really cool pose, because I knew that going into this would probably be my favorite dragon of this 3-part series, because as much as I really love that poison spitting dragon, it didn't have as much motion as I wanted, and in this one I really wanted to implement motion into it, and I understand that poison dragon wasn't implemented at all. Like there's nothing that I was supposed to have motion in there because it was fat, but this one I wanted it to have a sense of scale and a sense of motion, like moving through the piece, roaring angrily, smashing the ground, and all these stones are just coming up at different times with different lengths. And overall, I think I really nailed the motion and the composition and the scale. I am really proud of this. And just in case you guys are interested, to outline the piece, I am using a 0.2 Unipen fine liner, and I go over the entire thing later to make the other pieces bold in a 0.5 multi-liner from Copic, which is the same brand as the markers that I use. And Copics, let me tell you guys right now, they are so good if you guys haven't used them before. And anyways, I'm getting ready for the coloring, and for colors I used a 5-piece Copic sketch gray set. So it's a sketching gray set, and I only used 4 out of the 5 grays. So I used N2, N4, N6, and N8, and I show these colors off a little. Like I do show the colors, but I don't show like the tags and all that. So it was N2, N4, N6, and N8, and those are the grays that I used the entire piece. They are so reliable. and I love them so much. But the other colors that I used were the E09 Burnt Sienna. So it turns out to be a little more of a reddish hue, but that's the color that I use for all the spikes on its back and its horns and the spikes that are coming out of the ground. And I also used Y13 Lemon Yellow, which it's like a rim light that I add after. So the coloring stage, I actually don't show the full thing because this entire coloring stage took me at least 3 hours to do, just with all the shading and all the extra details. But that lemon yellow really added a cool composition to it to give it like the light shining on one end and then the shadows on the other. And I also use the 100, which is black, and I use Vermilion, which was R08, and that's for his tongue and his eyes. And then for the ground, I basically just used a mixture of the burnt sienna and grays, and then a dark gray over the whole thing to add as a wash, to make it just darker in hue, like there's a big shadow getting posted over the entire image. And that's basically all I have to say for now. And I'm just gonna let you guys enjoy the coloring portion of this drawing, and then I'll wrap it up at the end. So there we go. That is the Stone Dragon. I hope you guys like this piece as much as I do, because if you don't, that's the only video for this week. But then again, a new video is going to come up in another few days, because this one's getting posted really late. But overall, I really love this piece. I love it a lot, and I love the finished product. I love the contrast between the colors, and I don't want to sound too cocky, I guess, but I am so proud of myself, and I hope you guys are proud of me too. So, to end this video and shut it off, I guess, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you like this and you want to see more videos. I have more dragon videos. I just made a poison dragon, and I just redrew one of my old childhood artworks. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, and don't forget to hit post notifications so you never miss another video, because another dragon video may or may not be coming up next week. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next one.